Hey guys, Sebchoof here, back with your weekly Realm recap. Last week I went through the Halloween update that was being tested on the testing server. Since then they released this trailer which was pretty interesting. It didn't really give us much new information compared to what I gave you guys from the testing, except for two main things. The first thing is that the update is hitting the main servers on the 26th. I know the game usually gets updated at 10 PM Sydney, Australia time, so you can time convert to your time zone to see when this innovating gaming masterpiece of an update drops in your time zone. Second thing, in the trailer they had this line on screen hinting that they're probably going to be selling the A to D blueprints in the Grand Bazaars. Hopefully it's for fame, of course, and I'm not sure if this means all of the A to D blueprints. Like for example, if that was the case they'd be releasing the Planewalker one again, or maybe they just mean the ones that have been sold in the Nexus so far. Also, S and S plus tier blueprints will also be obtainable from quests with the schematic and ancient schematics, which is the stackable token that drops from endgame dungeons that I covered in the last Realm recap. Wotan did say in a stream that started just after the trailer dropped that the blueprint quest system for the S and S plus blueprints would be permanent and wouldn't actually be used for fear of missing out events.
Will these drop like all year round or just for the event? For just for Halloween?
No, I mean, it's something that we implemented. We wanted to become permanent.
Permanent.
Yeah. It's not only for Halloween. We're launching it this Halloween, but we want it to become permanent. I mean, it's always subject to test, always subject to change. You guys know how it is, right? Always subject to tweaks here and there.
He said that the prices of the skins in the bazaar on testing weren't accurate to what they would be in the actual game, or at least hinting towards that.
Looking forward to the $100 skins we saw in testing. Come on, you know that the amounts were completely bogus on testing, right? Already, yeah, disconnected for inactivity. But of course.
It's an interesting looking game you got there.
There were a few blog posts that Deca made this week. Firstly, about a cosplay contest, and these are the prizes for winning the top 3 positions. I've actually already got my picture for the competition ready. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. Here's my costume in this picture. I'm going as Deca's actions to prevent cheating. I'm winning this one for sure. For this whole week, there was a 1.5 times event for Abyss, Encore, and Sea Depths, and you could claim an ST chest every day in exchange for some marks, but it's probably done by the time I uploaded this video. Also, Deca made a post talking about how they're aiming to improve one of their weak points, which is communication and transparency. They said they've started a number of small initiatives to improve this, like for example, communicating big features beforehand, and also through tests. Seems like this isn't going too well though, like if you use the shatters as an example, because it took them so long, at least a month, for them to tweak it into an at least semi-enjoyable state. I know we like pain, that's why we play Realm, but the pain of the shatters hit different, because it made you sit through 40 minutes of clearing and waiting for boss invincibility to end. At least it's better now, but yeah, I distinctively remember in testing that there was a point where it was more enjoyable when they tweaked the numbers like last minute before it released in prod. It's a shame because it could have been something cool like Lost Halls 2.0 when that dropped, because a lot of people were farming that for many months. They said another reason for testing sessions is to increase stability, and to be honest, I've always been against testing sessions because a lot of people used to practice extremely challenging dungeons or strategies like Lost Halls rushing without risks, making the main game even more snowbally. But to be honest, if this is what it takes to get a reliable client and stable servers, please have the testing servers up 24/7, because at this point it's going to be really sad if the Beneath the Nexus and Dar's Dominion clients, when released, are better than the Realm of the Mad God one, because that's going to mean out of the Realm likes, Realm of the Mad God is going to be seen as the scuffed one. Deca has also announced that you'll be able to apply to be a future seeker, which is basically a closed tester, for 5,000 Realm Gold per month, or you can also submit fan-made skins and assets to their website. It will be reviewed, and if Deca decides to include it in the game, you receive the content you made plus 2,000 gold. Conditions apply, of course. Would be cooler if it was actual money, like a percentage of the money that was spent on the skin by players in game, like some other games do, instead of a pitiful amount of realm gold. But I don't know, a lot of people have been really against the idea of fan-made content in general, but to me, I don't really see the issue, because if people want to do it, a lot of people just do it for fun. So if they now have the option to submit it online and then potentially get it actually in the game and receive it for free and get gold for it, don't really see the problem. The only problem, in my opinion, is in the case where Deca promises something but doesn't give it. Like in the case of the previous soundtrack creator, who grilled Deca pretty hard in the latest Reddit post they made. She was really hyped to work on the soundtrack of the game after Deca was exciting everyone about the amazing Unity client, which was supposed to be an upgrade from Flash. So I can't blame her. She was offered a small amount of money, which she declined, but they instead agreed that she would work on the game soundtracks in exchange for having her credits on the statue in the Nexus and Deca adding a dynamic soundtrack changing system. Neither of these were fulfilled in the 1.5 years she helped them though. Apparently the dynamic music changing wasn't on the top of their priority list. I don't know, if I was willing to have people work for me for free, pretty sure I'd want them to stick around as much as I could and at least fulfill the small favors. They kind of make it feel like it's a difficult system to introduce. Not sure how hard it is of a system to implement as well. BTN and Darz's already has it in their game. I guess the BTN devs and the single Darza dev are built different or something. Also, why the hell did they not add the credits to the statue? How hard could that have possibly been? Other than that, there was a new lowest player peak recorded in a day on Steam, and the lowest average players on Steam in the last 30 days since Exalt beta testing. That's all I got for you this week. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.